Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this outside and clean it up a little bit, so when I work on it there's like not much mud and dirt and trash all over it and all on the wires and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that outside right now. I haven't even seen this thing in the sunlight, to be honest, because when I went and traded, it was like late evening. It was like 7:30, so kind of nice. But first, so first thing I'm gonna do is just rinse it off, and then I'm gonna go get some product to clean it with. So I'm gonna rinse it off first. And this hose is probably gonna be really hot. It's probably 95 degrees right now. 3 o'clock. Ow! Ow! One thing I did find out is the rectifier on this is the same as the Raptor 350 in there. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's the same. I don't like this battery position and all the electronics, like that's terrible. I think it gets water and mud all over it. I like the Raptor's design better where it's under the seat, but whatever. Yeah, it's cleaning up already. Alright, done rinsing it off. I'm gonna go get my LA's Awesome Cleaner. I like using that stuff because it's really good for getting grease off. I probably won't use it on the plastic. I don't know how safe it is for that, but I'm gonna go ahead and go inside and get it. It's really good for stuff like this where all the, oh man, that sprocket's broken. Dang. That sucks. But this is really good for where all this grease builds up. Good for swing arms and anywhere, to be honest with you. My transmission was leaking on my old hard body, and it had a bunch of grease and oil and mud buildup. So I used a bunch of this on it, and it cleaned that thing up, made it look like new. So this stuff's pretty good. I'll let that sit for a minute, let it, you know, eat up all that grease, and I'll come back outside in a few minutes. I'm not trying to really detail it, I'm just trying to get most of the dirt and mud off, you know. I don't like working on stuff when it's really dirty and oily and greasy. I'll go back and detail it once it's, you know, running and all put back together. I'll probably, I don't know, I'll probably end up removing all these stickers and getting some new stickers, and you know how it go. Alright, I'm done cleaning it for the day. I just wanted to rinse it off and get some of the dirt and grease off. So I'm gonna put it in the garage back when it's dry. Alright, so I'm just taking a look at the wiring harness on Partzilla. And one thing I just noticed is I'm missing the neutral switch wire, number 8 on the list. So I'm gonna go through this wiring and try to find, you know, missing stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I wish I had some cutters right next to me, but I don't. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna get all this tape off and see what's going on. Actually, I'll just cut it because I gotta see if that fits anyway. Let's see if that fits on that nipple. Yeah, it does. So, yeah, see, it was a green wire, it looks like. Okay. A lot of people do this, you know? Like, why do they gotta cut wires and shit? I don't understand. Okay. All right. We're gonna get started on this 400EX. I've already got the gas station. I got the gas station off. I got the gas tank off because I wanted to compression test it, and I haven't worked on it in a while. It's been a few weeks, but it actually had pretty good compression. But I'm gonna get a whole new big bore kit anyway because I don't trust people, previous mechanics or whoever worked on it before me. I usually just like to redo things, but I basically have to get this motor off of the frame. Clearly there's not much room there to work, so yeah, I'm probably gonna drain the oil first, and then it looks like the swing arm goes through this motor, so that's fun. Hopefully it's not stuck like all the other motors I work on. And then we'll take all the accessories off, so I'm gonna do an oil change. Put a towel right here, I don't wanna get dirty. There's a drain hole somewheres, I forget. Okay, let's see. That looks like the drain hole right there, if I'm not mistaken. I'm interested to see what this oil is gonna look like. It's probably really black. That's not a good sign. But holy moly, that is on there tighter than, holy moly, golly. That is on there, boy. The old trusty clippers here never let me down. There we go. She is broken loose. Oh my goodness, I hate doing that. That's not too bad. It's used, but it ain't, definitely not too bad. Let's see. I did get a new neutral safety switch wire. I was testing. I didn't neutral light. Oh yeah, and the starter solenoid. It had a truck starter solenoid on it, so I had to change that out with a factory one. Okay, now I'm gonna drain the oil tank. That a reservoir. Looks like it's a 14. So go ahead and do this. Now I'm going to loosen this reservoir bolt. Nice and gritty. Always a good sign. Huh. Not much oil is really coming out at all on either. Oh, there it goes. Okay, at least it wouldn't run too low on oil. That's always a good sign. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and get all the bolt or the sockets that I need. So I'm gonna need a 10. That, some 12s, 14s I got. But I'm gonna take this sprocket off. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Get the chain off. I wish that front sprocket was still good, but there's a broken tooth on it and I can't reuse it, obviously. Alright, I had to watch a quick YouTube. Alright, so I watched a YouTube video on it. Please don't be stripped out. That looks stripped out. But you gotta loosen these 4 Allen heads. Holy moly, that is in there. Alright, this is a 6mm if anybody ever needs that information. Okay, that's loose enough now so that we can take this front sprocket off and slide the chain off. Man, if I have 2 4-wheelers with bad transmissions, I will cry. I really do like the shifting on this. It's really smooth. Very, very smooth. So now we can take the swing arm bolt off. I gotta figure out what socket size that is. Okay, so it must be a 22. So hopefully I have a 22. Alright, air compressor is filled up with air. Air gun impact is ready as well. Hopefully nothing breaks. Wish this didn't leak either, it's really annoying. No problem for the air compressor. That was no problem for the air. Oh my gosh, that was no problem for the impact. Now the real problem is if we can get this thing out. Okay, I'm letting the swing arm sit in lubrication. So while I do that, I'm gonna, man, this is right up in my way. So while I do that, I'm gonna take all these 8s off and get this side cover off. I just wanna, because I don't think that swing arm bearing's coming out today, and I'd like to see what's going on with this motor. So all of these are already loose, so they threw this back together. They threw this back together before they traded me. This should be interesting, guys. Very interesting. Oh wow. There is actually, in fact, an oil filter in there. Very surprised. Time for the mallet. This gasket maker is usually pretty tough. I gotta give it a whack or two. Hopefully that's all it takes.